The Fatti network infrastructure forms the foundation of what Fatti does, the total solution. So what we do basically is we design, we implement and we maintain all the network infrastructures for our customers. So we install specifically all the network equipment, the wireless access points and so on, specifically around analytical reporting. When we actually do these designs, we obviously look very closely at the architecture of the building and the layout of the building to make sure we actually provide the maximum coverage. We look at things like heat maps, Wi-Fi heat maps. We look at things like tools, international tools that they use that emulate and simulate the typical Wi-Fi environment, taking into consideration the structure of the building, the structure of the passages, the structure of where the Wi-Fi is going to be installed. And we use that as a very good guideline, but there's nothing that is good as actually going to the location, making sure you do all the proper measurements, to make sure you do the proper coverage. And also to keep in mind that when we do analytics or when we do real-time location services, because our equipment actually provides that link into the reporting, into the big engine that's Fatti that actually generates those reports. So it must be very accurate and it must be proven technologies that we use for that. So we actually make sure our designs is very solid when it comes to, before we even start looking at implementation and maintaining the networks. The next very important step is we work very closely with our national and international implementation partners that actually install this infrastructure, implement this infrastructure around a very much focused and proven communication methodology or network configuration methodology that we actually, through our experience, has done a lot of iterations on to know that work so that we can actually provide the real-time information or real-time location services as accurately as possible. And then obviously we need to be flexible. You know, these environments change a lot. So what we do when we come by maintaining the network, we have tools that we use to maintain our networks in real time and remotely. So we can immediately see if something goes wrong. If something goes wrong, we actually have a very specific plan in place, and again using our technology partners to get those problems fixed as quickly as possible to make sure we keep our systems to a minimum downtime. So there's no hiccups or no problems with providing the real-time services. So we obviously held at a little bit of a higher standard because of the fact that our infrastructure or our reporting is based on the infrastructure, the accuracy as well as the uptime of our infrastructure. So we need to make sure that we maintain that to the best of our abilities. As soon as the infrastructure is in place and everything works and everything is 100%, we work very closely with the customers to actually design and develop and implement a captive portal in this Wi-Fi infrastructure. And everybody knows a captive portal as what you'll see on your phone when you actually connect to the Wi-Fi. It shows you a picture or whatever marketing information you want to show to the visitor, and with that information you can actually then connect to the Wi-Fi. We use that medium to ask the customer a little bit more information. So male, female, how far do you stay away from mall, things like that. And with that information we use for data enrichment for our analytical reporting side of things.